Toy Story 4 is a well-made and highly entertaining film that manages to capture the essence of the original trilogy while introducing new characters and themes. The animation is stunning, the humor is top-notch, and the voice acting is excellent. Woody has always been clear about his job in the world: to take care of his masters, be it Andy or Bonnie. But now he will discover just how big the world of toys is, when little Forky, a toy made out of a fork and some pipe cleaners, becomes his new roommate, and they will embark on an adventure they will never forget. However, some people might not like the ending as it fell counter to the themes and messages of the previous films. The final involved Woody's decision to leave his friends and go with Betty, a decision that seemed out of place for him. If Woody hadn't gone with Betty, the ending would have been more satisfying for some viewers. The ending, which showed Woody leaving his friends to be with Betty, may have left some viewers feeling unsatisfied in my opinion. Also, I wish the writers had chosen a different ending that was more in line with the rest of the franchise.
Another aspect that we didn't like about the movie is that there wasn't much action at the end. When all of Woody's friends, who are basically the main ones and the ones who fight against the bad guy in each movie, tell him if he's going to stay with the girl or with them, he doesn't even think about it and says with her. Likewise, his friends don't beg him or tell him to please stay with them. Even if the editing of the film, they shall put a small video where all the adventures that they went through together will be projected with moving music so that there is more tension and the decision of who to go with becomes more difficult. Also, Woody's girlfriend did not question him about his decision or tell him that he might go with his friends, or even her trying to get together with his friends. It will have been something of a father because they will have more adventures. We feel that with this movie, they close the saga and there is no way to realize a new movie because due to the end, there will be no more adventures.
What we didn't like about the ending of Toy Story 4 is that Woody, one of the main characters, left his friends behind at the end of the movie because he met his old girlfriend Bo Peep again. If he had stayed with them, everyone would have been happier because they went through a lot of experiences together, and I wish that Bo Peep would have thought about Woody's stability also because he abandoned Bonnie, who took care of the toy for a very long time. And we really do understand that their relationship was a very important part of the story, but it could have been more alternatives.
Another thing we didn't like was that he left back his friends. They had lots of adventures together, so going like that it's just like getting away from his family for a girl. Also, it isn't really fair for the previous owner, Andy. In the last movie, Bonnie asked Andy to have Woody, even though Woody was the only toy he wanted to stay with. So that she just forgets about the toy like that is it isn't fair for Andy and thus for Woody, who will never probably see never again his previous owner. Well, many people complain about this about in the last movie, meaning generally people hated the movie not because it was bad, but because of Bonnie's actions and the separation between Woody and Buzz. I think everyone should have stayed together. But I understand that Betty didn't want to go back to the same, but at least Woody should have stayed with his friends. He was forgotten by Bonnie, that's right, but at least he shouldn't have separated from his family. And say they had many adventures, all of them to be together, and even the last movie, they were all prepared to die but together. All that was just to get away for Betty isn't the best resolution for a story about friendship.